Hello, this is Spellbinder doing a report on Al Gore's BS 24-hour session. Yes, he's going to sit down and brainwash for 24 hours about the Climate Reality Project, where he says that people are causing all this and you must give him money to his carbon scam. And it is just unreal. So far, it's just made me mad that they're showing all this stuff. And it's all because the solar cycle is happening right now. Why don't we just wait until after the solar cycle, 2014, and see if it doesn't just cool off real cold? Why should we start giving him money and a tax? See, a lot of people don't know this. They don't know that he actually is a owner of Occidental Oil. The Occidental Oil is the corporation that he's invested into, and he's trying to blame oil companies and stuff for all this. And all their CO2 they're bringing off of there, and yet he owns an oil company, and I don't know. I have to pause this. It's just making me mad. It's unbelievable. This is going on right now, and it's at climaterealityproject.org, and they're running this now from 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time until whenever 24 hours, I guess 8 o'clock tomorrow night. And it's just pointing out everything that he's involved in his oil company and ExxonMobil, which he's involved in. I mean, it's like calling the kettle black. And it's the pot calling the kettle black. And he wants, he's got more money invested in this scam of carbon taxing everyone for their footprint, when it's corporations, crony corporates are doing this. It's not capitalism at all. Capitalism is cool. It's just crony corporates that are out there doing all this for a buck. And they're cutting down the rainforest and all this stuff. It has nothing to do with the average man on the street, but yet we got to cut back. We got to take a bath once a month or something, while he has 3 mansions in Tennessee and Florida. He has several SUVs. He flies around his own jet. I say, Al Gore, put your money where your mouth is. When I start seeing you get rid of all of these luxuries that you think that you deserve because you're some type of prophet, false at that, then we'll start listening when you start doing things that show that you are part of the solution and not just a caller of it and telling everyone we gotta stop. That's all I have to say. I'll just leave it at that, and I'm going to post this and get off of here. This is Spellbinder, mad as hell. I just go, man, it's unreal. Here's something I left a note on the YouTube video where he got all mad and bent out of shape. I left on a comment. Al Gore is going to start his 24-hour BS session at 7 p.m. Central Time as part of his Save My Carbon tax scam. He sees his multi-million-dollar carbon credit scam failing. He is going to say it is big oil that's pushing or behind the Denilers. I don't know if people know this, but Al Gore is the owner of or stockholder of Occidental Oil on the West Coast in South America, and he's going to blame big oil? What the frick? He is either using reverse psychology or he is a 21st century Schizoid Man. Just think, it's this Al ManBearPig is scared, and that's what it is. Good day, people. And don't be fooled by his brainwashing that climate is caused by people. No, it's caused by solar activity. We're in the biggest solar cycle yet. They're even saying this could outdo the 1800 solar cycle that blew out a bunch of telegraph wires and everything back then. And it's having a big effect because the solar rays are causing all this heating and everything. And he's a denier. He's the real denier. Denier because it's going to hurt him in his pocketbook. And he's not going to make the big bucks that he thought he was going to make. I think it's funny that he thinks that he's going to be able to do all this. There's actually 129,467 people watching this right now. I'll show that real fast by just moving this. Well, I can't move it up there. 13. There's 130,000 now that are watching this brainwashing session, and it's all for him to get money. He's mad. He's real mad right now. Let me go back to the actual video. Here, and this is from CFIN I-72. Oops, that's the wrong one. That's Alex Jones talking about it. I got the other one here. It's just hilarious, actually. It is hilarious.
And some of the exact same people, by name, I can go down the list of their names, are involved in this. And so what do? They pay pseudoscientists to pretend to be scientists.
I think it's him.
This climate thing, it's nonsense. Man-made CO2 doesn't trap. It's not. It may be volcanoes. Bullshit. It may be sunspots. Bullshit. It's not getting warmer. Bullshit. But and there are about 10 other mediums that are out there, and when you go and talk to any audience about climate, you hear them washing back at you the same crap over and over and over again. They have polluted the shit. There's no longer a shared reality on an issue like climate, even though the very existence of our civilization is threatened. People have no idea. And yet our ability to actually come to a shared reality that emphasizes the best evidence, it's no longer acceptable in mixed company, meaning bipartisan company, to use the goddamn word climate.
See, his problem here is that he's trying to make it sound like they're all denying everything when who has what to gain? Don't they call that cubono? Who has what to gain? The ancient Roman courts used to ask that question when a person came before them. It says, okay, we have a dispute here. You say this and you say this. All the court is asking, who has what to gain? Who's going to make a profit out of all this? Well, the answer to that question, if there was an ancient Roman court running today, would be Al Gore. He's the only one that's going to make all this money. And he's the one that's going to do all this stuff. The Climate Reality Project is his way of making it so he'll get his carbon tax along with Marie Strong of the UN, who now lives in China in a building guarded by Chinese army. See, a billionaire. Yes, Marie Strong is also a billionaire. They have everything to gain to make you die off, so they'll have more property. Don't you know what they're trying to do? The few want the many's things. I think there's one of the 10 Commandments about wanting to do that. Isn't it the 9th commandment, I guess, is wanting to want other people's property? I can't think of it right off the hands right now, but this is what's going on. Oh, I was wrong. It's the 10th commandment. That's what it is. It's the 10th commandment. I will not convert other people's property for myself. Well, he wants to take money from your pocket and put it in his. And that's what he's up to right now. That's what this whole scam here is all about. You can watch this. Like I said, it's climaterealityproject.org. I'm not going to put a listing to it because I disagree with all this. I mean, he's really hard up to get his tax scam passed, and he'll do anything he can to do it. And this is a proof of it. He was trying to get people on Twitter and everything to give their Twitter accounts over to him and everything, so he could tweet everyone on everyone's accounts, contacts. And he wanted to do all this. Would you give him your Twitter account so he could tweet all your friends and family? I don't think so. There's now 150,800 plus people watching this now since I've started this. It's just unbelievable. I hope they're not buying into it. I hope they're like me doing a report on this unreality that he's come up with. This is just wrong. I don't see him pushing anything. I know the CERN has said that it's probably solar and cosmic rays. That theory's been around since, I guessed, about the 70s or 50s. That there's an interaction between the sun and the planet and its atmosphere. He's trying to say that carbon dioxide in the beginning of this, and they put two jars together. This is funny. They put two jars together, put a world in, put a thermometer on top, and then put two heat lamps over it. But he's pumping in like 100 times the CO2 that's in the atmosphere and saying, look, watch the thermometer go up. Sure, it went up because it's in concentrations that are just like they did with experiments with marijuana. They stick the monkeys in the cage and just, I mean, you couldn't see the monkey for the smoke they pumped in there. And doing it for cigarettes and stuff, and say, look, it causes cancer, look, it does this. Yeah, they asphyxiated. That's what happened to the monkeys and stuff. They asphyxiated the monkeys by that. This is the same method. He's using this and then saying, see, CO2 does this. People, the CO2 level in the atmosphere, according to the documentary, The Global Warming Scandal, or Swindle, was only like 0.2% or so, or 2% of the Earth's atmosphere. And it's not a gas that's causing global warming. Now, if they picked the wrong thing. Maybe if they were picked carbon monoxide, which is given off by car exhaust and everything like that, yes, I could probably understand that. But no, it wasn't that. We had to pick on CO2, a life-giving gas that is a symbiotic relationship between humans and animals. Human, animals, and plants. The animals and humans breathe out CO2, and in turn, the plants are nice enough to put out oxygen for us so we can live together in a symbiotic relationship. I'm going to leave her with that. Be good at it, and good day.